to see everyone who has been here for a while. Okay, so today we will continue doing the topic which we started last week. Who remembers what we did last Wednesday? What did we discuss? Nobody remembers. For this
How
info
parents
prep-
perceive their children's future.
Yeah,
Right.
so the content was like that. And what was the grammar topic?
Will, future forms.
Yeah, future forms. Okay, so that's where we are starting right now. And without, if you can, without reading the rules, or you can just look and say, when do we use the will plus infinitive or future simple? What kind of actions do we express with it? Is it a planned action? Pardon, once again?
For planned actions. For plans.
I will plus infinitive is more for predictions or promises or warnings, this kind of stuff. And what do we use for plans? What tense? Or
Oh,
Planning we used to be going to.
Okay, to be going to. Anything else?
it can be would.
No. For plans. Like for example, tomorrow I am washing the car, or tomorrow I'm cleaning the flat.
Oh yes, we can also use present continuous to express a future intent.
I want.
What?
I
No,
want.
Want is just a verb. It has nothing to do with tenses. No, it's in present simple, so it's your intention. What's the difference between I'm going to wash my car tomorrow and I'm washing my car tomorrow?
First is a plan, and second is more of a promise.
No, like intention, yes. So when I'm saying I'm washing my car today, I have made some arrangements and I have agreed with maybe some people that they will either help me or will not bother me. And I'm going to do something. I'm not certain that I can make it happen, so to say. Second. Okay, so what kind of actions do we express with the future continuous? I will be like, I think I will be living the life I want in 10 years' time. Is it something that we have planned, or is it our hope? And do we need a specific time for that? Will it be a continuous action or a single action in the future?
It will be a continuous action in the future. And it's, yes, it's more of like an intent, wishful thinking.
Yeah, something that the person wants to have at a certain point in the future, and this is going to be a continuous action, not a single one. And finally, what do we express with the I will have saved enough money? How can we explain this kind of action?
That's some future action that will happen before a certain point in the future.
Yeah, it will be over by a specific time in the future. So then let's revise all those tenses. I mean, more like what we have just been discussing, when we use certain future tenses by means of quizzes. Just a second. I need to find the code to share with you. So you will do it, you will do this quiz individually. You can either scan the QR code or follow the link in the chat. There are 15 questions, as far as I remember. Future tenses are the topic. You need just to put down your name or nickname, and then we'll start. There are 14 students in this Zoom call, waiting for more to register. Okay. 11, 3 more people. Look. Okay, if only 12 people are ready to start, we'll begin. You're smart. Yeah, you have only 20 seconds to answer, and here is the leaderboard. Just a second, I will stop for a while and share the sound with you. Maybe this will add more action. So the correct answer here was the future simple is used for predictions and promises. Next. Okay. This time you're faster. Anastasia still holds the first place. And the correct answer was use future progressive or future continuous. In other words, for an event going on at a particular time in the future. So okay, great. This time everybody answered. Let's see how you are doing. Be going to is used for intentions. Yes, not an arranged plan, not a promise, not a fact. I don't know what. Так. Okay, now the leaders have changed a little bit, but still Anastasia is the first. Present continuous is used for arranged plans in the future. Yes, that's what we have discussed. And what shall we use for fixed plans in the future? Even not arranged, just but certain, like a schedule, officially agreed. For example, a show, a concert, maybe a schedule of the train, plane. What do we use then? The train leaves. Yeah, Anastasia?
Present simple.
That's right. So the train leaves at 9 tomorrow or something like that. Tonight. Do you have any options here, or is it just for like an example? What can you see on your screen?
The same
tried
thing
to
as you.
connect it.
Just this sentence. Okay. So how would you characterize this? I'm making dinner tonight. What kind of meaning does it have? Is it an intention, an arranged plan, a promise?
Promise.
Promise will be I will make dinner. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so you have bought the ingredients, you have thought about the recipe, then it's an arranged plan. Everybody. Okay. So as we have just mentioned that, present simple is used for timetables, fixed plans, and facts about the future. Something that will definitely happen. So that's, the conference starts tomorrow at 9 is one of the just examples of using present simple for a fixed plan. Or something also like officially agreed, fixed time. The speaker arrives tonight at 8 p.m. Cannot be changed, hopefully. So let's move on. Yeah, so future perfect should be used for some actions whose result we will have at a certain time in the future. Like in this example, by June next year, Pfizer will have sold more than 1 million doses of their vaccine. So the leaders remain unchanged, and does he arrive? Nobody chose that.
I
Why?
wrote, does he arrive at?
Ah,
What time does he arrive at?
yeah, that might be possible. Okay. So why should we use present simple here, Alexei?
Well, that's because it's a fixed plan. He will arrive at some time, definitely.
Yeah, so it has been agreed, and most likely that should be some transport which has a certain schedule. So that's why it should be fixed somehow. Okay. Okay. So why should we have "what are you doing" form here?
Well, I thought
Welcome.
that they want to understand his plans in the future, and would he come to their party, but it's present continuous for some reason.
That said, there should be a time mentioned like this, because just what are you doing is, well, not really a concrete question.
Mm.
That will be, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, might be. So why not? What are you doing? Would you like to come to a party now? Maybe if somebody is phoning at
I
the
understand
moment.
it, but just two open question.
Ah.
That's not really how people talk.
Okay. So, almost finished. This should be more clear. Okay. And yeah, so we'll have overtaken, surprisingly. Why is it only one response like that?
I believe
So why
that's me.
should please explain, Alexei, why is it like that?
Well, that's supposed to be future perfect, because we have by a certain year in the sentence, and I think the others may have forgot the correct form of to take.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah, maybe. So
Yes.
and why should it be future perfect?
That's because the action will have happened by a certain point in time.
Yeah, it
future.
will be finished. Good. So one more slide left. Да. Так, okay. So will be getting. Why is it future continuous? That one person who answered this way. Please explain.
That was me.
Welcome, Andrei.
I
Over to you.
thought it should be I will get my hair cut after lunch, but then I thought that'd be too simple. So I decided to make it continuous or something. I am
Okay.
not really good at with times. I have a full-time job where I work on English language like for 9 hours, but I still don't understand times fully. Not gonna lie.
But you probably have a good sense of language, I had to say. it,
Yeah,
no?
good intuition.
Without, yeah,
If you can
without
help me
theory.
and explain this, I would appreciate.
Okay, let me first redirect this question to the group. Why do you think will be getting is the correct answer? First of all, it's why is it future? Not present, not past. What makes us think that it's future?
Well, that he called barber, so like there's some continuation with barber.
Yeah, do we know when
Also,
this?
what helped us understand that it's not present is
Mhm.
that there will be I'm getting my hair cut today, and there is no I am. And it would be
Okay.
really awkward to add M to this answer, so this also helped.
Yeah, so we have a specific time in the future when something is going to happen, and it's not a single action, but it implies a certain process. So that's why it's future continuous. A certain action will be in progress. It will be developing at a certain period of time in the future after lunch. So that's it. Okay, so this is the last slide, and let's see the result. So Anastasia, congratulations, you are the first one, the first person to win. Then comes Alexei Pestov, and the third place is taken by Andrei Hrabko. Congratulations, so well done. Hope next time people will be better ready to participate, and there will be even more competition than today. Thank you. What do you think about this quiz? How did it go?
It's absolutely brutal. I can't. I was trying to understand what they want from me to.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay. Probably like different
From
types of
start
answer
and
questions.
to the end, like so unusual type of form of questions.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
never saw something like
A
that.
bit confusing.
Open questions do not really fit in such a quiz because there are often multiple possible answers.
Okay. What else?
And not that much time also, like very, very fast.
Yeah.
You can't even understand
Think.
what's happening.
Yeah, not enough time. Okay, I will take that into account. It should be customized, definitely, and there should be at least 2 types of questions, because here there was a real mix of different formats, which is really confusing, and you cannot concentrate on one type of questions. Either it's about theory or it's about opening the brackets and using the correct form. I agree with you, and the time should be a little bit expanded. So thank you for participating and for your feedback, and let's move on. So now a little bit, still a little bit more practice with the future tenses, and this time it's going to be listening. It's called Little People, Big Plans. We didn't listen to it last week, did we? No, okay.
No, we have had only home
The
assignment.
infographics. Okay. But it wasn't your home assignment, right?
No.
Home assignment was the next page.
Yeah, reading. So there is going to be a part of Junior Chef, a TV show, and you need to match the name of the contestants, Giselle, Jared, and Macy, with their ambitions from A to C. Так, just a second, number 9. Just
Track 9. Listening.
can you hear the recording?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Conversation 1. Giselle, you're our youngest contestant. How old are you?
I'm 9.
That's very young to be a chef.
I know, but my family own a restaurant, and I've been there since I was like 2 years old, and I'm crazy about cooking. I'm going to run my own restaurant with my mom.
Okay. Now, Giselle, are you gonna make it to the final of Junior Chef?
Totally.
Good job! And what will you have learned by then, do you think?
Some new skills, I guess. Some tricks of the trade. And hopefully, I'll learn enough to be a judge on Junior Chef one day.
Conversation 2. So, Jared, are you looking forward to today's challenge? What will you be making for us today?
It's a kind of ravioli with seafood. It's my own recipe.
Sounds delicious. So, Jared, you are 12 years old, right? Where do you think you'll be in 10 years' time? Do you see yourself in college, maybe?
College? I don't know. I want to be famous. A really famous chef. I think I'll have made my name by 22.
With your seafood ravioli as your signature dish?
Absolutely.
Conversation 3. Maisie, that looks awesome. Now, what's your food dream?
I want to have a chain of restaurants.
A chain?
Yeah. I hope I'll have opened at least 4 or 5 places before I'm 21.
Right. So, how are you feeling about today's challenge?
I'm cool. It's basically pasta, and I do a lot of pasta dishes at home.
So you're pretty confident.
I am. Somebody will be going home at the end of today's show, but it's not gonna be me.
Okay, please provide your answers in the chat, like 1A, 2B, 3C. Так, so it's unanimously CAB in the chat. Well done, thank you very much. Hope the rest of the people have also got the same answers. So now for the second listening, please fill in the gaps in exercise 8. And I will also ask you to provide the answers in the chat. Thank you for your responses to exercise 7.
Track 9. Listening. Conversation 1. Giselle, you're our youngest contestant. How old are you?
I'm 9.
That's very young to be a chef.
I know, but my family own a restaurant, and I've been there since I was like 2 years old, and I'm crazy about cooking. I'm going to run my own restaurant with my mom.
Okay. Now, Giselle, are you gonna make it to the final of Junior Chef?
Totally.
Good job! And what will you have learned by then, do you think?
Some new skills, I guess. Some tricks of the trade. And hopefully, I'll learn enough to be a judge on Junior Chef one day.
Conversation 2. So, Jared, are you looking forward to today's challenge? What will you be making for us today?
It's a kind of ravioli with seafood. It's my own recipe.
Sounds delicious. So, Jared, you are 12 years old, right? Where do you think you'll be in 10 years' time? Do you see yourself in college, maybe?
College? I don't know. I want to be famous. A really famous chef. I think I'll have made my name by 22.
With your seafood ravioli as your signature dish?
Absolutely.
Conversation 3. Maisie, that looks awesome. Now, what's your food dream?
I want to have a chain of restaurants.
A chain?
Yeah. I hope I'll have opened at least 4 or 5 places before I'm 21.
Right. So, how are you feeling about today's challenge?
I'm cool. It's basically pasta, and I do a lot of pasta dishes at home.
So you're pretty confident.
I am. Somebody will be going home at the end of today's show, but it's not gonna be me.
Okay, so could you please provide your answers in the chat?
I'm think that I'm incorrect in that.
We'll see. Okay. Just a couple of seconds. Thank you for your responses. Now you can. We are at page 23, Philippe. So now in the chat you can look at the suggested correct answers. If you have any questions, you're welcome. Just one remark, as I can see from your answers in the first sentence, almost everybody wrote, you gonna make. Yeah, that's what you hear. And however, when we write it, then it is this way. And then in the next exercise, actually you have focus on the sentences of this kind, like going to, kind of, wanna, and a lot of pasta dishes at home. So for exercise 9A, let's listen to these 4 sentences from the TV show, and please pay attention how the speaker pronounces them, which sounds they miss or do not pronounce.
Track 10. Pronunciation. 1. Are you gonna make it to the final? 2.
It's a kind of ravioli with seafood.
3.
I want to be famous.
4.
I do a lot of pasta dishes at home.
So in the first sentence, first question, what, which sounds are not pronounced?
One, as you say.
They all shorten 2 words into one. Gonna, kinda, wanna,
Mhm.
lotta.
Yeah, that's right.
Mostly
And
D
this,
and F.
mhm. So this phenomenon, phonetical phenomenon, is called elision, like merging the words and omitting certain sounds which should be there if we pronounce the words separately, but in the conversation, in the continuous speech, they are so linked together that the pronunciation differs from what we can see written. So then let's move to exercise 10 next. Here you have a word bank, so to say, and you need to write questions using future forms out of the given words. So please take 4 minutes to, let it be 5 minutes, to write the questions. When you are done, please put a plus in the chat.
Exercise 10?
Yes.
Okay.
And about that forms, I'd say they are also might be acceptable in writing, but like in informal style, I think they're
Yeah.
very acceptable.
Yeah, that's a valid point. So I can see only 4 pluses in the chat. How are you doing, the rest of the group? Oleg Ivanov, I assume minus means that you are ready or not yet? No.
It means he gave up.
No, he's still working on that. Okay, so please have a look at the suggested answers in the chat. Thank you for your responses. What do you think you're going to do next? Any ideas?
What?
What are you going to do next?
Are we going to answer these questions?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely true. So now, okay, thank you for posting your responses. In case you have some doubts, the answers are over there, so please rely on them. I mean, the questions.
Is the order of the two parts of the sentence, like in 5 years time, where are you going to live? Can it be really reversed? Because that's how I wrote it. Like where are you
Yeah,
going to live in 5 years time? I think it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
acceptable.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks.
So that's why these are suggested answers, not the only possible. And mind, by the way, if we change the order of the parts of the sentences, what will be different in terms of the punctuation? Is there going to be something changed?
There will be a comma after the time modifier.
In both sentences?
No, only when the time modifier goes first.
Yeah, that's true. So if there is a long time expression or time modifier, as Alexei puts it, then it should be separated with a comma, and then the core sentence, so to say, come next. But if the order is reversed, and if we start with the question itself, when will you be leaving in 5 years' time? In this case, there is no comma needed in English, and in Ukrainian it wouldn't be used either way. So you have the questions in the chat. Now I'm splitting you into groups or pairs, and you will have 6 minutes to ask and answer these questions. Hopefully both of you or the 3 of you will have enough time to answer the questions. And definitely you're welcome to ask extra questions in case you have some time left. What questions have you got before you go to the breakout rooms?
From exercise 10.
Yes. 6 questions from exercise 10. So 6 minutes for 6 questions. Start, please.
Hello again. It's the second time. But I'm still stupid.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. And we lost 1 or 2 minutes already.
And where are those questions?
So I think we can just speak about it. Maybe. Oh, no, she post. Wait, 1 second. Ready, finished questions in chat. Okay, it's more comfortable than in book. So about first, I think we need. Don't worry about it.
Guys, a short question. What should we do to get a credit, to get a 60 points mark? Minimal mark. Peer. Every session.
6 lesson.
Okay. Okay. It sounds nice. Guys, are you also doing a full-time job? Well, as for now, I'm searching for a job. I left my job several months ago because I had a burnout. Python developer, maybe even full stack developer. That's base. Well, it's not that hard. It depends on how much do you wish to find a job. No, those tasks are most of the time those are waste of time. Yes. Well, most of the time it's not necessary. Okay. We did a nice job answering those questions.
Go in your groups. Did you manage to discuss all 6 questions?
Yeah, me and and Oleg have interchanged a few very interesting thoughts, and I'm ready to share those.
Okay, then let's share the most interesting things you learned about your partner or partners. Not one question in particular, but
What exactly
out
were
of the 6.
What exactly were we doing? I assumed we were doing the first task on page 24, but
No,
maybe
we were
not.
doing exercise 10, page 23.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Mm.
Then we did a bit wrong thing, but like, okay, sure.
Still, you communicated, and that's what we needed
Yeah.
in English class. So those people who were discussing the 6 questions from exercise 10, what was something interesting that you learned about your group mates?
Maybe nothing very new, just
What new skill that
you
what new skills will you have learned by next year? What did your partner say?
Well, it's hard to predict for us what we will do in future in just general with this war.
Okay,
and
yeah, planning is challenging nowadays.
This course, you ask for this course, yes? This course, well,
No, I'm asking about question 6. What new skill will you have learned by next year? Question 6.
yes. I answered.
So anyone, did you hear about some interesting skills that people want to master?
Yeah, I heard something about programming languages.
And what languages were mentioned, Andrei?
I think my partner mentioned React, but he already knows React. He wants to just polish his skills.
Okay, good. Van, you were saying something. Okay, thank you. Wait a second, Timothy, just a moment. You want to respond to Ivan?
Yes.
Okay, then briefly, please.
What are you talking about? It's more like prompt engineering, essay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Then Sergei Zgadov, you unmuted yourself.
So if I speak about new skills, I must say about I must tell you about my vision to obtain skills in computer vision, open CV packet, and skills in large word model, LVM, in natural word processing area. It's useful skill in our academic and scientific activity, I think. So I had to deep in it now, and I will continue. I will to. I have to continue. I have to deepen in this. I have to deep in this area. Deeper and deeper.
So you have to dig deeper and deeper in this field and explore it in more detail.
Да. So I have to. I know. I have. So yeah. No, yeah. I will have to. I will have obtained. I will have to obtain this skill next year.
So you need to have learned this skill
I
by
need
next
to
year.
it causes some useful things from these areas.
Mhm.
I have seen this fact.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Philippe Dolzhenko, you wanted to add something?
No, I guess not really, because I wasn't discussing this team, but like
Ah,
I can always say to anything, like if that's
yeah,
needed.
no doubt. Okay, so then just in the time which is left, let's do one more activity if that's something that you wanted to share. And that's another speaking about future goals, exercise 12. We will focus on the first question here. You're going to work in 2 groups, actually, not in pairs, 2 big groups. Some people like to plan their lives and others prefer to be more spontaneous. What do you think are the advantages or disadvantages of these approaches, of being spontaneous and of planning your life? So please think for 1 or 2 minutes now individually, and then I will put you into 2 groups and give more detailed instruction what you will do, how you will present the results. So let me show what we will do next with this task. You're going to work in 2 teams, as I have said. One team will think about the advantages and disadvantages of being spontaneous, and another team will speak about planning your life, its advantages and disadvantages. And you are going to put the results of your discussion onto the Mira whiteboard. Have you ever worked with Mira? Are you
No.
familiar with it?
One time in a life. It
Okay,
Yes,
was in
actually, a couple of
Monday,
days
I
ago.
think. Yeah.
So it requires a registration, but it doesn't take long, so I hope you will do that quickly. Just a second, I wanted to make sure that you have the necessary access here. Just a second for editing. Yeah, okay, first. So I will share, for your convenience, I will share the link for group 1, one link, and for group 2, the other link to their table, because the navigation of this board can be a little bit confusing. So basically you need to use this arrow in the left-hand corner. If it is in the hand mode, you can click on it and move along the canvas. If it is in the arrow mode, then you can double click on the cell and type something there. So still, as students of the IT faculty, I'm sure you will figure out what to do here. Just a moment. How many advantages and disadvantages do you think you need to put down in the tables?
More better.
Yeah, as
I
many as
think
you.
we can write it in one column, just this can be enough. It flexible, have flexible columns, or
Yeah,
rows.
no.
Yeah, I don't remember correctly. But it, колонки растягиваются, и можно будет просто через Enter прописывать.
Yeah, yeah.
Нормально.
There is no limit. You can type as many advantages or disadvantages as you manage within the given 7 minutes for that. So first there will be 2 links in the chat, and then I will split you into breakout rooms. Before you go to the breakout rooms, remember to open the necessary link for your group, either group 1 or group 2. In your breakout room, you can share your screen. So this might be more convenient for you to work as a group with with somebody sharing his or her screen, but it's up to you. So that is for group 1, and now the link for group 2. And then next comes the breakout room division.
Stop.
We need to talking about disadvantages, plans of our lives.
Hi there. Are you discussing something?
We're trying to figure out how to write. It doesn't work. Not for
Somebody's-
everyone.
Double click.
Yeah, double click, but remember that not everybody should write something. If you discuss and one person is putting that down in the table, this should be enough. So if you could just share the screen. Andrei, could you do that, please?
Someone is already editing it. I don't know who.
Who is editing the table?
I am editing.
Sergey, can you share the screen for everybody to follow you here?
How to share? How to
In the middle of your monitor, at the bottom, you have a green share screen button. And then you need to choose the window with the open mirror bot. And next share button, there will be a blue share button. And people will see your screen.
Continue. Так. Email. I must subscript.
You have already probably registered if you can edit something. Now you should see a green button on your monitor, share screen.
Oh, yes. Where is
Click on
that?
it. Click on it, then choose the window with the open mirror bot. It should be Google sign probably.
I
then-
have my mirror bot open, but what I must do, I could not think.
First, click on this button. Then there will be
What button? What
Green.
anybody share?
Green.
Could you anybody point?
I have posted in the chat the button which you need to press first. Then choose the window.
Share a screen. 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 Yes.
Then choose the window with Google Chrome or whatever you have. And yes, great. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Now please start group discussion.
Start group discussion. Where is it? Where is it?
I think we need to add another disadvantage. We need to write that plans may bring hesitation because you can be never sure that you can fulfill them. I can type this in chat.
Where is this chat? Where is it? Yes. Так. Шара. New lesson. Shara. Where is Shara? Your visitor send up for free. Sure. What is it?
little time left till the end. Being spontaneous. We'll start with group 1. However, if somebody has to add something from group 2 or something that you haven't written here, you are very welcome. What are the advantages of being spontaneous in life without planning too much ahead?
Again,
Yeah, welcome.
again, a question. Your question. I
My
just
question
don't-
is, please announce the advantages which you wrote for being spontaneous.
Advantages like crisis management. These people very good at this. Also, you can say that in crisis management can be good people with some plans in life, but they are more slow. Can be more slow.
Okay.
Flexibility, of course, and they probably not that depressed about the future. They just don't plan anything, and if it seems like everything's good right now, so in future everything will be good too.
It's also, well, it might be just mental, but it's easier to cope with failure because failure is just that. It's a single failure. It does not break a whole chain of things planned ahead.
Okay. What else? So I have, let me ask then a couple of questions here. Lack of motivation. Why, how is being spontaneous connected with lacking motivation?
I can explain this because I proposed it. When you don't have a plan, at any point in time, you don't know how close you are to achieving your goals. You don't have a metric. This can act positively, like for example, you don't really know how far you are, so you just go on. But this can act negatively too because your actions you don't see your actions bring you progress.
I'd even say in that case you don't have goals. Like you maybe you have one final goal, but like any process it has like a lot of goals in the middle of the road, and like you won't have them, so that's a problem.
Yes, this is what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone else want to add any advantages or disadvantages to the list?
I think disadvantage, like advantage, is how it mentioned flexibility in choices. That means you choose always from what is available. So it could be like advantage and disadvantage depends on the situation in your current life. So it not ordinary sentence and meaning, and you can't feel it in one column on second. So it's like in very middle, in the middle of these columns.
Okay.
There's also a very obvious advantage, like it's fun for some kind of people that are more that tend to be more spontaneous, like by themselves. Being that way is just like more lively, more natural. So those people, when those people are forced to work in a more planned schedule or something, they'd work worse, they'd have to adapt, and that's not always a good thing.
Yeah, so there is some adrenaline which these people get from life, being spontaneous, taking risks, going through some adventures.
So I mean, like there are some examples of, well, I won't name, but certainly some of the successful people are successful because of being spontaneous, That's
Mhm.
no real system, but that happens too.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Good, so then planning your life, what is good about it? What might be challenging? Group 2, could you please present that briefly?
Mm. Maybe it will be me. So, advantages. You have a clear, defined plan for future action, but you cannot predict future.
Mhm.
Plans can increase overall discipline and make life feel more consistent, but your plan could be broken by random obstacles, and it couldn't affect if your plans fall through. So you're planning, and but how it is, but something having. And so disadvantages is that you cannot predict future, you cannot take into account the surrounding. So advantages is to discipline you and give you some strategy, vision of your life. So this is a strategy, but without tactical ways to something manipulating of reality. I think.
Thank you, Sergey, and Group 2 overall. Any other ideas to add? Yeah.
I can add that
Yeah.
there are some similarities between taking risks about people who plan something and do not, because as Zgadov said, your plans can be broken, and actually if you put all your life on some plan, it's some kind of a risk, because you can fail in a very hard way, and
Mhm.
if someone just live every day like the last, and you are not, and in the end you get nothing, so it can be frustrated.
Frustrating.
Some people choose to rely on God's plan and call it a day.
Yes, it's good to have a plan, but reality make you to react simultaneously, because
Spontaneous.
the reality is very quickly changing now at time.
Yeah, and we are living through very uncertain times where we need to plan for some spontaneity in our actions. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for overtaking the time limit for the class. I will post your home assignment in the Google Classroom. So this is it from me. Do you have any questions, suggestions? If not, then thank you for your work. Please stay safe. See you next Wednesday. Goodbye.
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 See you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Welcome.
Goodbye.
See you. Bye.